I'm Jule, I'm a lead business partner at Zalando. I consider myself a lesbian and I'm also a Berliner.
Hi, I'm Salvatore, I'm Italian, I'm a dancer and I'm queer.
I'm Jenny, I'm a mother to a 2-year-old son and I work in people enablement at Zalando. I'm a pansexual woman and consider myself members of the polyamorous community and the LGBTQI+ community.
I am Michele, equality manager, and I identify as a non-binary gender fluid person.
How would you describe your self-expression, Jule?
I'm a sneakerhead. I love tattoos, as you can maybe see, right? So this is really how I express myself. Black, sporty, show my tattoos and really be myself. What about you?
Kind of like to play a little bit with like different styles, and sometimes, I might feel more feminine and sometimes I might feel a little bit more like it doesn't really matter. I don't really want to show off, like which gender I am. I do have a couple of tattoos. I would love to have more. I used to have piercings, but I kind of lost them over the years. So I would say it's definitely also part of my self-expression, but I like to be open-minded. I went through a lot of different phases in my life, I would say, and now I just kind of play with the variations of it.
I grew up in a very small, conservative, heteronormative environment in which I learned to perceive myself. I didn't even know the word gay at the time, and I didn't even know that there were other people that were like, because I was calling myself as a weird. I don't like the word self-acceptance. I prefer to use embracing yourself. A big role played when I decided to move to Berlin.
I think Berlin resonates with me, right? I feel like the city allows you just to be who you are and no one turns their head or is even bothered when I walk down the street with my girlfriend holding hands, right? I think the people that I surrounded myself with help very much for me to find the person who I am and the style that I have and the identity and the expression that I now live every day.
Well, it's been a long journey to get at this point. It started everything when I was a child, of course, and I grew up in a family in Sicily. This was also pressure for me, to be this strong Sicilian straight man with a lot of kids. I mean, when I was a kid, I discovered pretty soon that I'm not like other kids, and also having interests for dancing. And I asked my parents if I can start with dance classes, and they said, yeah, sure, just do it. And then I found my self place, and people are judging you, you're judging yourself, and this was a battle the whole time, but this was my safe place where you can just only be judged as a dancer and not as a person, but it's just only about dancing. It was just always being judged as a dancer. And I realized that Berlin is also a good and safe place for me as a person, not just only as a dancer, but also with all the other creative facets that I have.
Berlin, where I felt at home and where I felt safe to express myself. And to be honest and fair, for me, Zalando is also a part of that. I was never able to express myself at work how I would have liked to. And I'm really, also grateful in a way that I found this place and where, it's not just on the poster, but it's actually also lived on a day-by-day basis. So
I grew up here. I kind of naturally grew into the community and naturally kind of developed friendships, but also for people who come here, who don't grow up here. I think communities, be it Flinter, LGBTQ+, whatever it is, going out there, marching, demonstrations, going to clubs or bars, you naturally interact with people. Yeah, I think I was very lucky to have this growing up as well, and that's something that I'm grateful for.
I've always been told that you have to learn something from people that are older and wiser than you. I have to say that when it comes to self-expression and being confident with yourself. If I have to say thank you to someone and to who really inspired me, there are people that are way younger than me, and that I like to see the way in which they are comfortable with themselves, the level of self-confidence, the language that they use that is completely different as a different generation from mine. It's also a different experience of life, and they inspire me a lot.